Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on his 5-nation tour. After Ghana, he's made his second stop to Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, this makes him the first Indian PM to visit Trinidad and Tobago since 1999. He also addressed the Indian diaspora in the country and in fact US to connect with the diaspora. Let's in fact listen in to what he had to say.
When I last visited 25 years ago, we all admired the cover drives and pull shots of Lara. Today, it is Sunil Narayan and Nicholas Puran who ignite the same excitement in the hearts of our youth. Between then and now, our friendship has grown even stronger. Banaras, Patna, Kolkata, Delhi may be cities in India, but there are also names of streets here. I can see the warmth of many familiar faces here. And I see curiosity in the bright eyes of younger generation, keen to know and grow together. Truly, our bonds go well beyond geography and generations.
Well, that was the Indian Prime Minister. We have senior journalist Urvashi Tiwari joining us on the broadcast from Trinidad and Tobago. Urvashi, tell us what exactly is the sentiment there. We heard the Prime Minister talk about how he saw familiar faces in the audience. What essentially is the pulse of the people there?
Thank you very much, Reed, for, of course, joining with us. Let me just say namaste to our viewers on New Delhi TV. Of course, I'm coming to you from the National Aquatic Center just behind me. Let me just shift the frame a little bit so you could see exactly where your Prime Minister would have addressed a very packed crowd. Now, this stadium actually, it can facilitate about 2,500 people, and I was amongst the crowd, and I could definitely tell you it was definitely packed. But it wasn't just packed, Reed, with citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. We have so many persons from your country, from India, living and working in Trinidad and Tobago. Some sat very next to me. They were so pleased to see their Prime Minister. The sentiment is one of hope. Your Prime Minister spoke to the struggles of the Indian diaspora, particularly those who came through indentureship. So we felt that sense of reward, that it means something. It means something to Mother India, that we are accepted Indians not living in India, but members of the diaspora who continued our lives elsewhere. We have so many persons of the diaspora reaching new heights in the country, esteemed doctors, attorneys. Of course, our Prime Minister, Kamala Prasad-Visasa, she is the first female Prime Minister, but not just female. She is the first Indian Prime Minister, and she's the only female to be re-elected a second time. The only leader as well, aside from the People's National Movement, the only party to have an external leader, one who would have served in opposition for countless years, to see a second term in office. Of course, your Prime Minister recognized our President, also a member of the diaspora, Christine Paula Kangaloo. There was that sense of connect. He knew about us. He knew about Sunil Narayan. He knew about Sundar Popo, who is viewed as a low artist, So there was that sense of reward. And also he expressed to us that he will be extending I believe it's the OCI card to 6th generation members of the diaspora. So he got a huge applaud for that.